break the chain and what is the meaning behind it, and what I hope to achieve with break the chain. For me, I hope to inspire people maybe to try something else. Uh, I saw myself trapped in this normal, but this hamster wheel. Normal to work, wake up, go to the car, drive to the office, doing the office work, go in the car, go home, prepare something to eat, watch some TV, and then I will start over again and do exactly the same stuff the next 4 days before it's weekend. And that's for me becomes a little boring. It's because this I found out this is not who I am. I lost my creativity. I lost my desire for being innovative. I I lost so much. So I started to think about I have to reevaluate my life and how everything is going. And then when I saw Viking series, I was actually inspired for that, especially season 3, where they are going to conquer Paris. They are sailing there in the ships, and on the way, the French put up a chain in the water, and the Viking ships could not pass. And in that, they could choose either to say, okay, we traveled all this way, we cannot pass this, let's turn the boats back and go home. Or we can figure out a way to pass this. Actually, we could try to break the chain, or we could try to pass it, how we will get through this obstacle. And this was actually that was actually the that one was inspirational for me to get this idea to this name, to break the chain, because for me it was about to break these habits to where I was so stuck in a system and a way of living that I had to try something else. I wanted to find my creativity, I want to find my desire for innovation, and also the desire for history. I loved history so much when I was younger, but I kind of lost all this kind of stuff, all these things that I was doing in all the normal days. So now I will try to go a little. Actually, I took a 2 steps back to say, okay, what is actually is going on? What I have been doing the last 10 years, and that has probably been most focusing about work and the work environment, how it is, and work. Nothing really for myself, and this is why I wanted to try something new and something else, and the meaning was hopefully to inspire somebody else who maybe is in the same spot like I was. So first things I started to do when I was starting, I got my motivation for training back. It was also has went a little downhill, so I started to have a little like, okay, I wanted to do more exercising. I want to go back more serious in the gym. I want to start eat better. I was eating pretty bad for a lot of years, so I quit sugar, I quit alcohol, a lot of stuff who was actually just putting me back, and I didn't achieve anything with doing that. So this was some of the habits like I caught off. I break these 2 chains, and then I started after a little while also to be more curious in history again, and especially when I have been a very small kid, history have always been inspiring to me. I always been curious, and especially when this place where I was living in Denmark, I remember when I was a small kid, we was visiting this Viking museum in Roskilde, where they was building the ships and they founding the Viking ships and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this period of time I have missed that so much, and now I start to getting a little more back to my roots, and I feel so much better and have so much more energy and desire, and also it feels like I stopped time a little, because time was moving like so fast I could not even figure out what was going on. The month was just like floating together. So this to stop up and take two steps back helped me a lot. And so this is actually how this journey started, and is still, I'm still exploring, and I hope to explore a lot more. This has been so challenging for me to try this, and but also fun. A lot of new people on the way, meeting a lot of new people, seeing a lot of new people, talking with a lot of other people. So it's giving me a lot, but it's also have been a big challenge for me, but also exciting and fun. I'm seeing my now where I'm in a place where the training will still feeling have a big space in my life, but I'm also in a place where I will start maybe to go into a little more historical angle. And in that, I will mean like I will try to go a little more into to the Viking period, because I'm a lot curious for the food in that time. I'm a lot curious about how they exactly was keeping that shape they had. Um, so all this kind of stuff to try to see a little more like an older mindset, this older Nordic mindset they had back in that day. I am, yeah, you can call it going back to your roots and going back to the life there was maybe before. Not because it's you have to leave all modern life behind, because I don't think you should do that. I think you should still keep the modern life, but maybe try to embrace what the cultures have given us and what the culture have been at some point. So this is the angle I was actually thinking about to go into more about. Also the, I know especially in the Viking and the Viking age, yeah, you can discuss how long time that age was, and I actually also have some thoughts about that. But this, to be a man, to be strong, to be taking care of your family, to explore, and this exploring gene, I'm very curious, and I want to explore that more. So this will be a very big adventure for me, and hopefully I will take you with me along of the journey. That is my meaning. Every time I have the time to talk to you, or anything else to talk, to find some subjects, to find out some new stuff, visiting new places. Also more outdoor training, although also will be still be keeping as strong as possible, eating simple high protein meals. So this will be a very very interesting journey, especially for me, and I hope you will find it interesting too. So on that note, I hope I will see you in the next one, and enjoy and have a great day.